that all over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about your proposal then, darling. Did you get down on one knee?
I was still at home, like with my family.
I'm really sad of you leaving.
April available for a wedding, please?
It is available.
That's brilliant. There's no problem parking. It's just blatant discrimination, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's just so wrong. Come on. On Thursday, I'm going to go and see it together.
Oh, good.
Oh, she's so happy.
Exactly a fortnight before Kate and William said I do, a very special wedding took place in Peterborough between Irish travelers Mary and Patty. The 23-year-olds who have been together for 3 years are the stars of the brand new one-off special, My Big Fat Royal Gypsy Wedding. The most notable feature of gypsy weddings is their size and extravagance. These weddings can last for several days and involve hundreds of guests, with the bride and groom often spending tens of thousands of dollars on their attire, decorations, and food. The dress of bride is typically heavily adorned with crystals and other embellishments, and the groom often wears a suit and top hat. Gypsy weddings are also known for their strict adherence to traditional gender roles. Men are expected to be the providers and protectors of their families, while women are expected to be homemakers and caretakers of their children. This is reflected in the wedding ceremonies, where the bride is often given away by her father and the groom is responsible for financially supporting the new family. So, it's not surprising that while Mary was preparing for her wedding day, she betrothed Patty was away looking for work.
This way I'm not really going to get much sleep.
Yeah.
How do you hope you'll be feeling?
I think you'll feel like a princess
Yeah,
yourself.
definitely.
My God, I think you'll feel amazing.
I think you'll feel better than...
Which
For
one
the
of these
wedding.
pinks would you recommend?
That's a really nice pink. Did you fancy it?
No, definitely not.
He must have asked you somehow.
I'm not allowed to tell that. Probably fairy godmother.
She comes up.
She'll go and get everything organised.
She said it the first time she seen him, there's a man of my dreams, and he pulled up in the car and she looked at him, she was so embarrassed, she just walked away.
Yeah. Who's the lucky boy?
Paddy.
Paddy, oh well, it has to be Paddy, wouldn't it? Like, or you want to add, we can take off.
Not happy about that one, are you?
No.
So why can't you leave this one like that?
To
Brilliant.
change.
The hair.
Just change your hair.
Okay.
Day.
Relieved everything is sorted and just prepared and ready to get married.
She gets a lot of help off me. Girls have their own trailer.
No, in a trailer. I've never been away from home for one night.
Girl tries to outdo the next girl, and it just goes on and on from there.
They've done their vows and Will's been very nervous. His knees were supposed to be shaking and doing them.
Gypsy men have a long history of wandering and traveling from place to place in search of work. This practice has been a fundamental aspect of Romani culture for centuries. Gypsy men tend to wander due to the nature of their work. Many gypsy men are skilled tradespeople, such as metalworkers, musicians, or horse trainers, although of course not all of them. These professions may require them to travel in order to find clients or work opportunities. Additionally, some gypsy men may work in seasonal jobs such as harvesting crops or selling Christmas trees, which requires them to travel to different locations throughout the year. Regardless, no different from Kate and William, the couple had set ideas about what they wanted for their day, and like most brides, Mary confessed she has been dreaming of her wedding day for years. Making the day special for the couple was the job of dressmaker Thelma Madine and her team.
Hello, gorgeous. You know all right?
Yeah.
Got Leanne to draw out a few sketches for you, and then we can go over them. And if there's anything you don't like, the church, and to have it back was, it might look a bit too much. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
You can, but it's for church, isn't it?
I think it's okay like that.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it like that. The work, what we've got on anyway, right? We've also got now a wedding, what we've got to turn around in 3 weeks. We're going to do the whole wedding. You're going to be tired, and probably a lot of people are going to be annoyed as well. Okay, angry and things like that, so you'll just head in. So we've got to arrange the hotel, the flowers, even the party and the night. It will be stressful. It's a lot of stress, and it's on our heads, isn't it? Really, you know what I mean? They don't start till 10:30.
Room. This is where we apply the diamonds and do the detailing. This is where they come alive.
They were tasked to pull off a big fat gypsy wedding that would rival the royal wedding in the glitz and glamour stakes in just 3 weeks. Organizing a wedding can often take months, sometimes years. But the 3-week deadline meant that the team was under immense pressure to deliver the wedding of Mary's dreams. With cameras following their progress, Thelma and her team worked day and night to give the bride what she wanted. There were certainly some tears and tantrums, but by the look of things, the team certainly did not disappoint.
I know.
Look for the
Well,
place.
you know what? The menu looks amazing, actually.
Is it?
Yeah. So you can have chum.
Yeah.
I think we could make it look lovely. I think we could get like a nice dance floor in, dress it all up.
Wedding or a royal wedding?
Oh my God, I'd say a gypsy wedding. Every time. You know, people will...
So where is it, Thelma?
I'm not going to tell you.
Be serious, you're gonna keep this from me.
I'm going to meet you. You know, if the trailers or the caravans are not on there now, is that... Oh, we've got one, Paul. It'd go on forever there. Thank you.
Inquiries, press 8. Martin speaking.
I just wondered if you got anything together for me. Can you arrange anything at all? Entertainment as well, yeah?
We can normally get hold of anything.
He's just lovely. He's not perturbed by them being travellers at all. Everybody else, God. It's the, you know, the rescue centre.
Yeah.
The dog.
Just imagine these little...
Fall over themselves to do a royal wedding. Yeah. You try and get anyone to do it.
Some travelers say that the fashion for sticky out dresses was first inspired by Diana, Princess of Wales' wedding dress. Rather aptly, Mary chose a princess theme for her big day. In true fairy tales, fashion arrived at the church in a carriage pulled by 6 white horses and manned by coachmen dressed in white suits. Accompanied by her father, the bemused bride drew cheers from the crowds of onlookers as she traveled to the church, although she was not that easy to spot, as she had layers and layers of her incredible white wedding gown piled around her, almost hiding her from view. The enormous bespoke billowing white dress was adorned with over 40,000 crystals in the bodice and train, the most crystals Thelma has ever used in a dress. The gathered white train was 18 feet long and wider than Diana, Princess of Wales' own epic train. To top it all off, Mary wore a crystal-encrusted tiara, ensuring she certainly sparkled like a fairy tale princess on her special day. In her hands, she carried a bouquet of white roses entwined with large white features and dotted with crystals. Mary was really looking forward to her wedding day. She had dropped out of school at the tender age of 11 to help her mother with house chores and taking care of the younger kids. After marriage, Mary's life will be nothing like this, and instead she will join Paddy's caravan and travel with him across the land. They had quite a bit of difficulty in locating a venue. At first, they had more than 2 venues, but then, suddenly out of the blue, the venues and even the hotel cancelled.
51 hotels we found. I couldn't put up with the stress of that. People cancelling on you. This is idyllic, really. And you're not going to have all them cars there either.
You know
it's only
that
for the
green
wedding.
panel on the front of it as well, can like that be...
So it's just like a big entrance thing, what they put up.
Ready or not?
What? No, come and have a look, it's lovely. Come and... Hiya. This one's Mary, this is Martin. Mary. They have awnings on there, they have all, it's like a big marquee in here. All the drape have all that done up as well.
It transforms into quite a nice venue.
It's drapes hanging off it and the lights wrapped around the drapes.
Yeah. Where do you want to have your cake, Mary?
Over here along this table.
With their initials inside of it. Lit all up.
I can ask.
Once fireworks for the...
Yeah.
If this gets pulled off.
She'll be every shopping girl's wedding planner.
After me, I don't think she'll ever want to do another...
The discrimination faced by Gypsy people, also known as Roma or Romani people, is a complex issue that has deep historical and cultural roots and impacts them in everyday life, just as Mary with her wedding. Luckily, however, they end up getting a nice venue, a church. Arriving at the church an hour late, the bride was helped from the carriage by her maid of honor. Like Kate, Mary chose her younger sister Margaret to be by her side at her wedding. The role of the family in Gypsy weddings is very important. Gypsy families are often extended, with many members living together or in close proximity to one another. Weddings are seen as an opportunity to bring the entire family together and celebrate their heritage and traditions. Giving someone like Margaret the potion of being at her side during the wedding, Mary showed how much she cared for and respected her sister. This is reflected in the wedding ceremonies, which often involve a lot of singing, dancing, and music. Margaret had traveled to the church in a limousine with the other 5 bridesmaids and the 2 mini-brides. Margaret, the bride's mother, and the 5 bridesmaids wore sugar pink dresses with crystal-encrusted bodices. Also part of the wedding party were Mary's 2 youngest sisters, Nikita and Caitlin, who were mini-brides for the occasion, a tradition amongst some Irish travelers, and dressed in exact replicas of Mary's bridal gowns.
Thelma, I don't want to be shown to the whole world.
You're not. No one's going to see it. Come here.
I'm gonna die, I can't breathe.
Thelma, get in the car!
I've only been a priest since last summer. So it's quite a baptism of fire, eh?
It's almost like their version of the royal wedding, right?
I call upon these persons here present.
I call on these persons here present.
The aisle, with quite as much dignity as I would have liked, but a bit too large, the dress.
Patrick.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
In health.
Sickness and in health.
Till death do us part.
Till death do us part.
Wait, will you come and try to help her? No? No, you just all keep standing there.
I didn't think she expected it like that. She just keeps saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Can I just give you a hug?
Went lovely, everything went lovely. Everything turned out the way I wanted it to. So,
I haven't any better.
Perfect. Everyone said it's the best wedding I've ever been to.
Brilliant.
Come on, let's get you changed then.
Yeah.
They left to celebrate their wedded bliss with friends and family at a reception nearby. Thelma had been charged with dressing the venue to the bride's wishes, but it was the wedding cake that caused some last-minute panic. The cake, made by the same company that made the Disney castle cake in the series of Big Fat Gypsy weddings, resembled the Cinderella carriage that Mary traveled into the church, complete with 6 white horses. However, it was so large that there was a frantic scramble to find a table big enough for it at the venue. In the end, 3 trestle tables had to be hurriedly fitted together in order to display it in its full glory. With the nearest and dearest gathered, the couple danced into the night. A spokesman for the venue, Wood Green Animal Shelters, said, "We pulled out all of the stops to ensure Wood Green looked absolutely stunning on the day. All of the staff involved worked tremendously hard to ensure the bride, groom, and their families had a great time." That's all for today's video. See you next time!